Shelter. Exterior, Holmes Island, day. A Polaroid photo, at first only a hazy image, begins developing before our eyes. The photo becomes a picture of the bridge heading to Holmes Island. Pelicans line the bridge. The water is a bright, bright blue. The bridge tender hangs out of the bridge house window. The developed Polaroid photo becomes a moving image. The bridge tender smiles, waves to us, and waves us on. Exterior, Holmes Island, day. Another Polaroid photo develops into the Holmes Island Welcome You sign. Underneath the welcome sign, it reads, "There's no place like Holmes." The Polaroid photo becomes a moving image, and a big truck loaded to the top with oranges drives by the sign and makes a turn. Oranges fall from the truck. Two golf carts of seniors stop suddenly as the oranges roll in front of their path. Exterior, Holmes Island, day. We see a Polaroid photo of the exterior of the Breeze Inn, a cozy 1970s beach hotel. It quickly transitions into a moving image of the Breeze Inn lobby. Jade, a dreadlocked, tattooed, toned woman in her 30s, the co-owner of the Breeze Inn, stands behind the desk in the 1970s lobby. She has a smile on her face, welcoming us. But it is TV attached to the wall behind her that captures our interest. It's tuned into the weather station. A map of Florida fills the screen. A tropical storm icon and rotating clouds fill the Gulf of Mexico. Exterior, Holmes Island, day. A Polaroid photo of exterior of the Holmes Island local grocery store called Home Style becomes a moving image. A weather station van pulls up in front of the store. Like flies, mildew and Daytona and other surfer rats gather around the weather station van. The seniors slowly drive by in their golf carts. Mary Matthews, a perky 30-something weather station correspondent, climbs out of the van. The surfer dudes surround her. Interior, Kate's apartment, day. We see a woman's hand taping the Polaroid onto a wall that is a bit faded except for the big rectangle where a painting recently hung. There is a bookcase full of old books against the wall. We see the hand tape a photo of the exterior of the Holmes Theater, a 1950s beach town kind of a movie theater. The marquee reads, "Bird of Paradise." Pinned next to that photo is a sheet of paper with a photo and a post by the blogger, the movie theater professor. His photo reveals a 60-year-old man, a smiling, sweaty, chubby guy who wears a Christmas sweatshirt. The final photo is of the Holmes Theater proscenium. On the screen is an old movie. The old movie becomes a moving image. It's the conclusion of the 1932 film Bird of Paradise. On the screen, a beautiful young woman is seen climbing off of a ship, rejecting the wealthy men on the ship, and climbing onto a small boat and going to an island. She walks about the islanders in a tribal costume. The last scene is of a volcano erupting. Interior, Holmes Theater, evening. Kate is in the projection booth of her and her grandfather's 1950s movie theater. She is 31. She wears a cute sundress and flip-flops. Her hair is blonde and shiny. She looks out the booth window watching the end of Bird of Paradise. The final credits are running. She deliberately takes a framed photograph off of the projection booth wall and holds it up, looking at it for a moment. It's a photograph of Kate and Ted. It's one of those photos of the pretty couple wearing sweaters, posing on beach in the winter. Ted has it totally going on. His long dark hair is swept out of his fresh model face. He has a killer body, one that's been lovingly attended to. Kate is adorable but a tiny bit rumpled, a bit awkward in the pose. Kate stashes the photograph in a box on the shelf in the projection booth. She grabs her Polaroid camera and steps out of the booth. Interior, Holmes Theater, evening. Kate and a teenaged employee, Annie, stand behind the sturdy old candy counter in the patina-infused lobby. They stare through the lobby windows into the dark. Annie is a surfer with a crazy curly hair. Kate takes a Polaroid shot of Annie as she mimics being on her board. They laugh, and then Annie looks down at her iPad.
So, when's the movie theater professor getting here?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Right before the storm.
He's coming from Tallahassee. Went to see an old movie theater there.
Annie finally looks up from her iPad.
So, what's your problem?
I'm a fraud.
Annie shakes her head and resumes looking at her iPad.
No, listen. Do I say to the thanks for coming all the way here to write about the homes?
I like it so far.
Then do I say my family's owned it for 60 years?
Uh-huh.
And then I'll mention that I have to sell it so I can save my marriage.
Annie stops looking at her iPad. Kate smiles. They stare out the window for a few seconds. They look at Annie's photo that has developed.
Ted could make it big. Maybe I'm supposed to sell this place, help him chase his dream.
Ted has a rockin' voice. He does. He can definitely make it in Nashville.
I know.
But you two, I'm not sure you two can make it in Nashville.
They stare out the lobby windows.
And anyway, you need to give the movie theater professor more credit. Just tell him the truth.